Good day, everyone. Welcome to your first office hour session. Let me introduce myself first. I am Claudette, and I will assist our main presenter for today, our Emerge CEO and President Carissa Colles Naramore, who is here to bring a wealth of experience and expertise to the table, and she's here to share actionable insights that will help you achieve your digital goals. So, hi, Mom. Kamusta kayo today?
Hello, Claude. I'm good. And how about you?
I'm good, ma'am.
That's great. So I'm very excited because this is our very first episode. I remembered we've been planning this, no? How many months na? Since last year ba ata?
I think 5 months ago pa.
5 months ago. And finally, we're here. And
Yes,
magtutuloy-tuloy na to.
correct, ma'am. So, this office hours is in production for so many months, and then finally now we're here.
Yes.
So, let's let's go straight to our main agenda, which is of course to give a wealth of knowledge dun sa ating mga audiences who needs learnings about digital marketing. So in today's digital age, of course, social media has become an indispensable tool for businesses of all sizes. But with so many platforms and strategies to choose from, it can be overwhelming to know where to start. So, Ma'am Carissa will share her expert insights on how to effectively leverage social media to reach your target audience and drive growth. So this presentation will be titled Social Media Savvy, Grow Your Brand Without Breaking the Bank. So obvious na sa title natin, ma'am, na today ang topic natin is social media. And of course, for starters, hindi natin kailangan ng super laking budget to grow our brand. We can start from small and simple social media tools. But first, before we start, meron tayong small game. So I will let Ma'am Carissa um guess kung ano yung logo na ipapakita natin, and then we will show kung ano yung correct answer. Ready ka na, ma'am?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
ready. Let's try.
Okay, ma'am. First, what's this one po?
Hindi ko alam.
It's a blue app, ma'am. Blue app.
Blue app.
Yes.
LinkedIn lang alam kong blue.
Aside
Ito
from
yung
LinkedIn, ma'am.
Facebook.
Yes, correct. It's Facebook.
Ay, okay. Ang galing. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Eto, this one baka alam niyo po.
X.
Yes, X, formerly known as Twitter.
Twitter.
Next one, ma'am. Ito.
Ayan. Mukhang LinkedIn yan.
Correct. LinkedIn siya, ma'am.
Ayan.
And lastly, what do you think?
TikTok.
Yes, TikTok po.
Mm.
Mahilig po ba kayo mag-TikTok, ma'am?
Hindi. Mas ma-LinkedIn ako.
Yes.
Second messenger. Ayan.
Mm-mm. For communication. Ayan. For
Mm.
Gen Z's, TikTok po.
Yes.
Ayan. So, let's start or begin now with our main presentation by Ma'am Carissa.
Yeah, I'll share my screen now.
All right, ma'am.
Okay. Then, I'll present.
Yes, ma'am. Present po.
Okay. Sure. So, thank you, everyone, for listening to our first episode of Office Hours. So this is where we feature our solutions and talk about the benefits of working with Emerge and of course our manifesto, which is omnichannel marketing is the way to go. So for our first episode, we will talk about social media without how to grow your brand using social media without breaking the bank. So I actually asked Claude, bakit ito yung title natin, Without Breaking the Bank? And she said about if you are a new business owner or have a new brand or new venture, of course, wala ka pa masyadong budget for that. And you can still use social media creatively to still create brand awareness and get more eyeballs for your business. So why social media? Number one, it connects you directly with your audience. We know that social media, I mean, Philippines is the number one social media capital in the world. So we love socializing, connecting with our family, friends, and with colleagues, and of course, if you're a business, with your target market. So it offers a platform for engagement and feedback. It's a two-way communication. That's a good thing about the social media. And it's cost effective compared to traditional marketing channels. This is so we have these social media channels are free, and if you want to use their advertising feature, you can have a budget as low as less than 100 pesos per day to run your campaigns. And also, number four, this is what I really love about social media and digital marketing in general is you can measure the success by looking at the real-time insights and analytics. So these platforms have their built-in analytics. So you can navigate and check. Then, so how to understand your audience, okay? This is very important right now. We call it in marketing yung market segmentation. Gone are the days that you as a business owner or brand before, 'di ba, when you want to launch something or create a product, what you need to think about is, okay, I need to have this product first and I will find a way or will find an audience to buy it. But right now, because of the changes of customer behaviors and of course, yung mga tao ngayon mas social media savvy, it's different. And I see that in our clients. Comparing pre-pandemic and after the pandemic, we see there's a shift in the customer behavior. So as a brand, you need to understand your audience. Right now, you have to segment your market. No, right now it's look for the market segment first, then think of a product or solution to offer in that market segment. So so we have this demographics. It's the age, gender, location, marital status. I attended a class about communication last weekend, and we talked about demographics. Paano mo communicate yung messaging mo through a specific audience. So if it's a demographics type, wala masyadong leeway or flexibility. But if you will go to or you will choose consumer behavior or psychographics, doon mas may flexible in terms of the messaging. So here, if you are a brand or a business, you have to make sure that you know the age group of your audience, the gender, the marital status, location, etc. And of course, their interests. There are platforms that are created because of this. So let's say with TikTok, when you sign up, TikTok will be asking you uh, to choose what type of contents you want to consume. But for Facebook, they'll be asking you to find people who you want to follow. So it's different. So if it's interest, let's say if your target audience follow fitness, tech, entertainment, etc., so you should know about that. So you can tailor fit your messaging and also choose the right channels for your brand. And last, consumer behavior. This is what I love. As we as marketers, we should be watching this. We should be checking this one before we put any marketing out there. Paano ba nagbe-behave yung consumer mo? Are they more on what type of content they love? Are they like active during the weekends? Paano yung consumer journey nila? So before they said that you need to have different touch points, 'di ba? So seven, let's say very linear lang. one touch point, then they will buy now. But this time, people buy through different touch points. So even you, like let's say, nakita mo siya sa ad, no? Tapos binisit mo sa yung website niya dahil nagka-interest ka, then check mo yung Facebook page niya, tapos magtatanong ka sa mga friends mo or someone na nakapag-purchase na or naging buyer na nito to see the review. So, madaming touch points and babalik ka na naman sa email mo or kahit saan. So, it's a cycle. So, as you as a marketer need to know that. Yeah. So, number one is what products do they consume? How often they shop? Do they shop mostly on a weekend? Or do they shop after the payday? So, different consumer behaviors. Then next is create how to create buyer persona to guide your content and strategy. So buyer persona is your fiction. No, it's fictional. It can be true, but mostly as a marketer, we visualize kung sino yung magiging target market natin. Iniisip na natin kung this is a true person, sino sila. So you, as a marketer, you need to know this. So before ka mag-put out ng message or mag-market, is aware ka na, no? So buyer's persona is to guide your content strategy. It's a research-based profile. So this is more on the research part. Um, you can have many data sources as you want. So it depicts your target customer. It describes your ideal customers are and what are the challenges they face and how they make decisions. This is not new pagdating sa mga marketers, but for new business owners, medyo this is a challenge. But this is an exciting part, no? If you love research, magugustuhan mo yung pag-research, paggawa ng buyer persona. How to use social media insights and tools to analyze your audience data. So first is you need to choose the right platforms. Okay. Should we be everywhere? At first, you should not be everywhere. You should at least win 1 to 2 channels, social media channels. And once you win that territory, you can expand your social media channels. So first is what kind of platforms your audience spends their time. So let's say, when you do data research, you you use Google to see kung saan sila nag-i-spend. So let's say just research muna. Halimbawa, bakery in Angeles City or hospital in Angeles City or in Pampanga or in Manila. Then maraming lalabas sa mga articles or sources that talks about that. So, and you will get an idea. Are they mostly using search? Or when you go to Facebook page, you search about the competitors, pwede rin. You follow them, then you look at their audience and stock, no, yung audience nila. Ano ba yung mga audience nila? Saan sila nakatira? Ano yung hilig nila? Ano yung mga pinopost nila? So it's really about the research. So once you identified your platform, pinaka-basic dito sa Pilipinas is Facebook. No, Facebook and IG. Then, right now, TikTok is rising. So, hindi na siya questionable kung magkakaroon ka ng TikTok. So, at least you have to secure that. And other platforms like X, Pinterest, LinkedIn, it's a question na lang kung gagawa ka. But these three platforms, Facebook, IG, and TikTok are the foundation. So, ibang business owners, they start with Facebook lang. But some, they secure na the other platforms. But in case kasi na they will be active on that, at least yung username na secure na nila. and focus your efforts on the platforms that align with your brand and audience. So, not all platforms will align with your audience or brand. So, paano ito? So, let's say your masa, your target market is masa. Um, do they stay ba on Facebook? Do they use ba LinkedIn? Do they use ba IG to look for a solution or at least stay there to connect with their peers or loved ones? So you have to really research on that. And depende rin sa platform yung content, 'di ba? Like we know Facebook, it's more on the static images, it's more on the videos. So, IG is more on aesthetic. So, kailangan alam mo yun muna, identify mo muna yun, no? And, okay, sabi dito, don't spread yourself too thin, quality over quantity. Kagaya na sinabi ko, mahirap mag-maintain ng social media. It requires resources, time, effort to to win a social media channel for your brand, no? Lalo na kung nag-i-start ka. Let's say, bagong gawa pa lang yung Facebook page mo, you only have 5 likes. Kung organic yan, it will be a challenge. Kailangan marami kang gagawing strategy para dumami yung likes mo organically. And if mag-ads ka, which is good, dahil mas mapapabilis. So, kung lahat ng channels tatrabahuin mo ng sabay-sabay, gagawin mo yung pag-create ng content, um, una, nag-waste ka ng time. Pangalawa, hindi mo mapag-iisipan ng maayos kung anong content ang dapat ilagay mo sa platform mo yun. Kasi lahat na nag-post ka. So, again, start with one or two and be good at those social media platforms before you add other platforms. And aside from that, you can build a community inside the platforms. During the pandemic, we love homebodies. We love, meron para Let's Eat Pare. So those are the communities na sikat. And may, it also depends on the niche. Merong kaskasan bodies, I think for credit cards or uh, different niche. So may communities dyan. So one way to also build the community is yung social media. So merong groups tayo or just be active on your social media and create a term for your community. So yung iba, they call it, they have this term. Kung yung mga influencer or creators, meron term sila sa kanilang mga audience, you can also have that. May freedom naman dun. And the good thing with that, you can engage with your audience if you have that community. So dahil you own that community, you own that page, you have the freedom. Then you can respond to comments, messages, and mentions. So, pati yung pagka-monitor ng mga messages, comments, and mentions, it takes time and effort. But it depends on your page, no? So, kung konti pa lang naman yung likers mo, syempre, edi-expect mo, konti pa lang yung mga mentions. But if marami ka ng likes, comments, as you progress, having more likes or comments, mas madami ka nang ma-receive. And you need to respond because Filipinos, we love yung instant, right? Gusto natin nakakausap tayo, totoong tao. And even nandyan na lahat ng info sa post, still ask because we love talking to people. So you as a brand, kapag walang sumasagot, sasabihin ng audience mo, parang wala naman nagbabantay dito or parang hindi sila active or baka close na sila or kung ano man yung isipin nila. So, at least once a day, kung wala ka mang specific person to guard on that, at least bago matapos ang araw, magre-respond ka para yung audience mo ma-feel nila na, "Okey, may tao dito, may nagma-manage." Then you can utilize hashtags and trends. So for hashtags, um, it uses it's part of search, social search, yung hashtag. Kasi yung mga tao, yung mga brands especially, they use that to monitor the engagements. For example, hashtag emerge or hashtag we are emerge or hashtag Petro Clark Guide. Pag pinindot mo yun, 'di ba, lahat ng mga content related to that as long as may ganong hashtag lalabas. So, but you don't need to overstuff your post with a lot of hashtags dahil aesthetically di rin maganda sa mata yung ang daming hashtags. Baka yun na lang yung makita ng tao, yung puro hashtags, hindi yung image mo or yung caption mo, no? But it helps with the visibility. So, depende naman sa algorithm ni Facebook yun yan. Pangalawa, you have to stay updated with trending topics and incorporate them with your content. So, with the rise of short form videos, and it's the 916 world, sabi nga nila. So, lahat instant, lahat pa-vertical yung mga videos. Uh, tayo, 'di ba, mas nanonood na tayo ng videos compared to static lang na mga images. We are using mga static images sa mga holiday greetings na lang ata, sa mga announcement, but mostly puro na tayo videos, no? Kasi it is an form of entertainment. And we are on social because we want to be entertained. Wala naman tayo sa social media um, para mag-search ng services o solutions mo na yun lang yung pinaka-purpose. Andun tayo para ma-entertain. It's more on the driving awareness and driving demand, not really an intent na gagamitin mo yun to buy a product or solution. So, it's good to integrate yung mga trending para mas ma-hook yung mga tao na tingnan yung mga posts mo and i-visit yung page mo. So, in our company, what we do is we do research, of course, kung ano yung mga trending. Then we are using TikTok sa pag-research and IG Reels also. And if we see na, okay, marami itong views, maybe we could try that, incorporate sa ating content or mimic yung ginagawa nila, no? Para, kasi alam mo, nag-viral nandun na yung mga tao, nakaabang na sila dyan sa ganyang trending na audio, trending na hook or visual. So, pag nakita nila yung sayo, marirecognize nila, papanoorin nila. So, you can create your branded hashtags for campaign. So, let's say, campaign, ito yung pinaka-big idea mo or marketing message mo. So, to to emphasize also and to recognize kung ano yung campaign mo, you have to put branded hashtags. So, it's branded hashtag, usually the name of your page or the name of your company. Yun lang naman yun. And you can run cost-effective ad campaign. So, for for Facebook, you can run as 60 pesos or more. So, basta less than 100 per day. So, ano lang yan, kape lang yan, di ba? Parang Starbucks lang yan. So, but you can get more likes or shares for your business. So, dapat as a business owner, hindi mo iisipin na expense siya. Isipin mo as investment siya. So, without marketing through social media, walang makakakita ng business mo. So, but with TikTok, I think if you're using mobile phone, you can, and I've tried it, you can spend as 25 pesos per day, but with TikTok kasi habang tumatagal nagmamahal. So, with our clients, we advise them to at least have 1,000 per day on TikTok. It's really expensive. But, uh, depende sa'yo kung para saan mo gagamitin. Kung awareness, you can run for for few days. Depende lang sa budget mo. Pero kung you have a big budget talaga, go with TikTok. If not, Facebook muna. Check mo muna kung yung Facebook nagbi-bring sa'yo ng, results na gusto mo, 'no? Pag-a-add naman, pag-a-add sa iba't ibang platform, it's really more on, I want another set of audience. Kumbaga na-exhaust mo na yung Facebook mo or you know that people who are on Facebook, they have different behavior eh. But people on TikTok, people on IG, people on LinkedIn, iba rin yung behavior nila. So if you just want to look for new people, drive new people on your business or page or website, you can run ads on those platforms. So, but first, with Facebook is the cheapest one, I think. Google also, but Google search kasi di naman siya social media. But if you want to experiment, mas katulad din siya ni Facebook. You set your own uh, budget. So for running cost-effective campaigns, it's good with social media, no? Kasi these platforms have their own advertising features or advertising uh, channels. So with Meta, with Facebook, you can spend as low as 60. So basta $1 a day. Minsan nasa palitan ng dolyar at peso. Then for TikTok, you can spend as low as 25, but it's always increasing, no? Mas mahal ang daily ni TikTok kaysa kay Meta. Then for LinkedIn, it's always dollar. Then for X dollars then, kailangan mo lang malaman Meta and TikTok, no, if you want to try. So the reason why they're cost effective, kasi mas mura sila kaysa traditional billboards, TV, radio in terms of advertisements. And the good thing with them, you can measure them. You can know that, okay, this campaign is not effective. You can turn off easily without so much hassle. That's a good thing with this advertising platforms. Then you can, yan, kagaya na nasabi ko, you can start with a small budget and scale it up depending on the results that you're getting. Then you can choose precise targeting options. So I've been running Facebook ads since 2013. Imagine na witness ko lahat ng changes ni Facebook ads. So before they call it Power Editor, but now it's Ads Manager. Even the targeting options, very controlled 10 years ago or over 10 years ago. But right now, it's AI. Ang gusto ni Facebook, mag-inject ka lang ng budget, then let us do the work for you. And just create materials, no, for targeting your audience. So, lahat yan masaset mo. Then, you can monitor and adjust your campaigns to optimize your performance. So, I always tell this to the people or the business owners na nag-undergo ng training namin sa ads is hindi siya, when you launch an ads, hindi siya yung launch and forget. No, you really have to monitor. Hindi mo naman kailangan monitor ng oras sa oras. We can monitor that twice a day, daily. Para alam mo na nagiging movement nung ads. Kung biglang tumaas, biglang bumaba, kailangan mo bang i-pause yung mga ads mo or not. So, yan yung reason kasi bakit sinasabi ng iba na nag-add ako pero hindi effective. Kasi una, tama ba ang ginawa mo? Minomonitor mo ba siya? Nag-change ka ba ng assets or materials? So, baka launch and forget nga lang. Kaya talaga walang results. So, we work ang Facebook ads, but you really need to learn about it. And you can measure the success. Yun. Kagaya na nasabi ko, this is what I love about, is to really know if your campaigns are performing. And ito yung pinakaayaw na ginagawa ng mga business owners and marketers. Yung pag-measure, no? Kasi numbers siya eh. But you really need to embrace reading numbers. So if you want to use Facebook or any other advertising platforms for your brand. So also the good thing is you can define your key performance indicators or KPIs. So your KPIs depend on your objective. So let's say you want to increase your Engagements. Of course, your KPI would be amount spent, cost per post engagement, and number of engagements. If you want to use conversions as your marketing objective, it's amount spent, cost per conversion, number of conversions, and ROAS. So, depending on your objective, meron ka rin mga tinitingnan na mga KPIs. There's a lot of KPIs, or I mean metrics on the ads manager. Iba doon noise na lang, yung iba doon vanity metrics. But at the end of the day, isa lang naman eh. Ang gusto ng business owner and us as marketers and business owners is to get more sales. So as long as you're measuring the right KPI, the right metrics, you're good. And again, regularly review yung analytics. So you can have weekly reporting, monthly reporting, check your performance. So you can tweak yung magiging marketing efforts mo for the next week, or tinatawag namin itong iterations, kung may iterations bang needed, no? So like us, we have this weekly performance sa client depending kung gusto nila, or we have this monthly. So nalalaman namin, okay, ano bang adjustment or levers ang adjustment ang need gawin or levers na nakikita namin para mas ma-improve pa yung numbers that we have right now. Okay. So, sa Emerge, we have this our proprietary tool. It's still ongoing depending on the need of the client. So we have that an app. Then you can also adjust your strategy based on insights and feedback. So if you are a business owner, no, of course, pag more on the data eh, kapag ibibigay sa'yo, ibabasahin mo more on informed decisions ang gusto mo. So kailangan mo ba ibenta pa ba natin yung produkto na 'to? Kailangan ba natin magtaas ng presyo? Kailangan ba natin na mag-target ng new audience? Anong best-selling natin? So, those are the things that you need to decide kapag pag nagka-campaigns ka or you're using social media. But if you are a marketer, of course, yung metrics, yung vanity metrics and other metrics that you need to monitor, ikaw yan. But when you talk to a boss, kailangan insightful and kailangan ano na, you you need to tell a story based on your data. You need to turn that data or numbers na nakikita mo into a business move. So, but if you are a marketer na meron kang boss, but if you are a business owner itself, kailangan intindi mo siya sa sarili mo at interpret mo siya. So, but if hindi alam, diyan pumapasok si Emerge para matulungan kayo paano i-convert yung data into marketing decisions. So I think that's the end of our presentation. Again, these are the things that you need to know to grow your brand without breaking the bank. So if you're a new business owner, you can start with these platforms and work your way up. So as you grow your business, you can have more budget, you can have more investment, and invest on marketing. Sa marketing world, sinasabi namin no, na before, ang marketing last daw sa isang meeting or execo meeting or or any board directors meeting, last daw pinag-uusapan ang marketing. But ngayon, una na siyang pinag-uusapan, especially the digital. Dahil hindi na siya question kung kailangan natin to. It's really needed. But if you don't have an investment, there's a way. And if you are getting sales, or if you are getting benefits from the social media, kailangan mo talaga mag-invest and mag-scale. So, depende sa stage ng business mo ngayon, yung paggamit mo ng social media. So, that's it, Claude.
Thank you for that insightful presentation, ma'am. But now, I know baka mayroong mga questions yung viewers natin. So let's go first with our first question. How do I determine which social media platforms are best for my business?
I'll be honest, no? Di mo kailangan i-determine. Una-una, Facebook, you should have that. No? Facebook, IG, and TikTok. So, those three. So once you have those three, dun ka pala mag-iisip, ano ba dapat ang next kong idadagdag. But for these three na existing sa Pilipinas na talagang ginagamit ng mga Pilipino, um, how to determine, no? Siguro in terms of resources. Kailangan ko ba mas marami i-post sa FB? Kailangan ba mas marami oras ko i-Google sa IG o TikTok? Una, again, your market. So let's say you have this, let's say na-research mo na, alam mo, you are a business owner, alam mo kung sino target market mo. The fact na you created that product or solution, alam mo kung sinong bibili. So, verify if sila ba ay nasa Facebook, sila ba ay nasa Instagram, and sila ba ay nasa TikTok. So, yun yung pinaka-best is to go to those platforms and research. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. And the next question natin is, what kind of content should I post on social media? Should it be static po, reels?
Alam mo, I think all, I think, Claude, ikaw yung sasagot dito. Maganda. Balik ko sa'yo.
Ma'am?
Since you are the ones handling you are the one handling our marketing, no?
Sige,
Sa
ma'am.
tingin mo, sa akin lahat eh. Depende again sa resources, 'di ba? Para sa akin.
Ako, I think it really depends dun sa audience mo. Kasi minsan, may people na prefer nila yung static images lang. Merong mga tao ang prefer lang nila is mga videos. Especially now, yung mga kabataan, they don't really like to scroll down mga images, mas prefer talaga nila is yung mga videos, especially yung mga entertaining ones. So for kind of content, it really depends. Marami ding types of content, hindi lang videos, hindi lang static. Meron din tayong mga blog content, mga podcast content. So it really aligns dun sa mga tao or dun sa mga consumers or target audience mo para makapag-post ka ng mga social media content na pasok dun sa um, target mo. So, I think yun yung sa'kin, ma'am.
Thank you. Ayan, next question.
Ayan. I think this is the last question na,
The
ma'am.
last question. That's good. Okay.
Ayan. So, I guess we should take yung key takeaways na natin. Siguro, ma'am, kayo muna and then I'll say my key takeaways after you.
Key, key takeaways, number one is, if you're an, if you have a new business, no, and if you are a business owner, no, do not be afraid or do not be discouraged pag nasa social media platform ka. Kasi lalo kung bago, it really needs time, effort. Yung iba kasi, ng mga business owner, tatry nila, mag-market ako 1 month, no? Tapos titingnan ko kung may result. Pag wala, aatras na sila. Hindi ganun. Kailangan ang marketing, it's continuous. Ang tatanong ko sa'yo, bakit ka nagnegosyo? Hindi, kasi gusto mong kumita, and kapalit nun, kailangan mo mag-market, mag-invest. So, wala namang magbabago sa ginagawa mo kung wala ka rin namang binabago doon sa, I mean, wala magbabago sa results mo kung wala kang ginagawa doon sa process mo. So, kung gusto mo ng more business for money for your business, for more sales, kailangan may something nyo kang ginagawa sa marketing. So, if you are a marketer naman, you are working with a boss, i-defend mo yung marketing mo, kailangan you talk numbers. Isipin mo, ano ba ang gusto makita sa akin? Or ano ba yung mahalaga para sa aking boss o sa aking marketing manager or marketing director? So align your marketing objectives and your social media objectives to that. So para align kayo and yung kung ano man papa-approve mo, approve nila. So nagkaroon ako ng webinar about that. Halos ganyan yung tanong na paano daw i-defend sa pinaka-boss o may-ari na kumpanya yung aming innovation na gustong gawin sa market. So I told them, present numbers. Present your objectives. Hindi yung ito feeling ko lang or hunch or assumption. Kailangan backed by data. Yan. And backed by research. Yeah. How about you, Claude? What's your takeaway?
Thank you, ma'am. So, during this presentation, I just realized the importance of social media, not just sa general public, but also sa business owners, small or big man yan. Kasi one click away ka lang can already put your brand out there. And then, of course, kailangan mo talaga ng research, your audience, kailangan mo ng numbers. But at the same time, to have this effective social media strategy, you need those as well para meron kayong guidance and maset din yung objectives nyo clearly. So, ayun, yun po yung aking takeaway. So, are we gonna wrap up na our first
Yes.
office hour session? So, thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights. And we'll continue our discussion in the coming weeks, exploring specific digital marketing strategies and tactics. So, stay tuned for more and see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.